If nothing else, I am punctual. Good evening, everyone. I'm Matthew Kellogg, your fearless AMBC leader. Thanks so much for coming out this evening. This is our October meeting. I'm going to spin this around a little bit so I can see y'all. Wayne, would you like to ask your monthly question about membership? Yeah, I've got a microphone for you, by the way, so the people on the internets can hear you. It's okay. Hold tight, hold tight. We're doing a sound check on the internets. Ooh, I'm live. Hi. Let's see if Clarion's in there. Oh, I don't see any comments yet. Ooh, interesting. No, we have one viewer. Who is it? Who's looking right now? Oh, Dave's pointing other places. All right, you know what? We're gonna go for it. It's in the internet somewhere, and Wayne's gonna have a microphone.
All right. Actually, I have two questions. All right, how many people here tonight are dues-paying members of AMBC? Awesome, thank you. If your hand didn't go up, come see me afterwards, and we'll fix that. So, number two, is there anybody attending tonight's meeting for the first time?
Whoa, we got a couple.
All right, I got a couple. Welcome. You and I have already met. I'm going to come find you. All right. Chill.
Thanks. All right. Thanks. That's Wayne's version of a warm welcome. I'll be nicer than Wayne. Now, thanks so much for everybody for your support. I also like to remind you that you can be members of multiple clubs because we're super fortunate to have great clubs all around us. CVTA just over in Oak Ridge. I suggest being a member of theirs as well. They're doing great work at Hall Ridge and beyond. Weather report. Dave Stanley hasn't been to a meeting in a number of years now, so we lament that Dave no longer does our weather. He was fantastic at it. But Dave Williams now reports the weather every morning to you on our website. If you ever have any question about the trail conditions, you shouldn't. Just go to our website, ambcnox.org, and you've got your trail conditions every single morning, thanks to Dave. He never gets it wrong. He's 100% accurate, right, Dave? Yep, okay, 100% accurate. No other weather personnel can claim that, so we're thrilled to have Dave on the team. News, updates, recap, etc. Baker Creek Jump Line. Y'all may have noticed that there is some work that's been done over there at Baker Creek on one particular trail called Fire Drill. So it was a blue jump line, gravel surfaced in the past. As of Friday, when we open it at 4:30, which everybody needs to make sure that they're at the jump line, 4:30 on Friday, it will now be a double black jump line. Serious repercussions, serious air. It looks incredible. It was a joint project between AMBC and the city of Knoxville. So congrats to the city of Knoxville for believing in the AMBC trail crew and the riders in our area to have such an item in our town. We're thrilled to also be able to use a local vendor and familiar name to the Southeast and to Knoxville, Sean Leader and Southern Gravity. They actually built all the features that you see out there. They're powder-coated safety orange, which happens to match the motif at Baker Creek. Nice touch. Thank you, Sean. And they're also topped off with white oak, which was milled just down the road by Sean as well. So super cool to see those features going in at Baker Creek. And as I mentioned, everybody should be at Baker Creek at 4:30 on Friday if you can make it. There'll be some local pros out riding it. You'll be able to hop in the jump line after that, and we're going to light it up on Friday evening. By the way, Friday evenings is the beginning of Fall Festival. If those of you, Barton, can't believe it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Friday, we're going to use this as sort of the kickoff for the festival. We have the mayor coming out to cut the ribbon. Tommy Smith is also vice mayor. He's going to be there to help welcome everybody to town, and we'll get things kicked off. the schedule for Fall Fest is impressive, and Friday night has a ton of great activities. In addition to the jump line being lit up, the pump track will also be lit up. We're going to have an incredible square dance that evening. We also have a great series of movies that are going to play cycling films that evening as well, thanks to Central Cinema and their giant screen that they're helping us out with that. So on the Fall Fest note, first thing I want to mention with Fall Fest is the incredible amount of volunteers that it takes to put this festival on. Inviting 3,500 of your closest cycling friends to Baker Creek seems like an easy thing. It takes a lot of planning, and we've had over 14 or 15 folks at a literal table over the last couple months to make sure that this weekend goes off without too many hitches. And they've done an incredible job, a lot of repeat station bosses, if you will, and I couldn't be more proud of the team that puts Fall Fest on. And so that's my first thank you for Fall Fest. And the second one is to all of our sponsors, because we've had a banner year for sponsorship, and I've been really impressed with the corporate support for the event this year. And so we tagged, luckily we hit the right number of sponsors. Mary Beth informed me that 20 is the right number. 20 is all you can tag in Instagram. So we're going to work with Instagram next year to get it sort of increased for us so that we can maybe have a few more sponsors next year. But nonetheless, make sure to pay attention to the post we put up today that just that basically gives credit where credit's due. And so any of those businesses that are on our graphics are making the festival happen. And the festival happens for one main reason. It's to support our mission, right? And so we do this festival because it is a ton of fun, but also because it does make up about a quarter of our budget for the year. And that means a lot for Knoxville Trails, and we appreciate everybody helping to support it. So with that in mind, I've seen a ton of faces that are already on the volunteer list. It's one of the best volunteer gigs of the year. If you have some time on Friday or Saturday and think you might want to plug in, we'll pop up a link on our Facebook Live feed, which I think is live because I can see it on Tom's phone. So there's still time to sign up. Shifts are short. Shifts are fun. Consider doing it. With that, I also want to thank our in-house staff crew. So Dave, Warren, Francis, the entire team essentially has been working their tails off to get ready for this. And I think it's been incredible to have everybody at the table. Jessica just said she didn't get mentioned, so I'm going to mention Jessica. Casey will be back with us on Wednesday. We're thrilled to have him coming out the festival as well. So give them a pat on the back for their hard work in all things festival. Yeah, a little round of applause for that crew. If you've got issues with trail conditions, this week is not the week to email Dave about it. I'm gonna put that out there, okay? If you, he's gonna ignore it either way. You know, there's a ton of work that goes into this, and you know, we will be. We know that there's some backlog of trees up at Loyston. We'll be hitting those next week after the festival. Locally, we've done a great job of being able to get to things, and we couldn't do that without our volunteer sawyers as well. Next up on my list of Fall Fest reminders is a little bit about our raffle. This year's raffle is a bit different than past years. And I've got to get my little sheet of paper here that has all of the folks that have helped us out. But we were ready to launch the raffle the weekend after the storms came through. And we said, this is just not feeling right at all. And it was certainly a unanimous decision amongst the core team, the planning team, to say, hey, this is going to go all towards storm support. And the crew over at Harper's went to work immediately. We had a $6,000 bike ready to launch on raffle launch day. Well, that bike is now a super bike. It's a $12,000 bike supported by a number of companies that were directly impacted. But it goes without mention that the folks at Harper's, Santa Cruz, Cane Creek, Knox, I-9, Schramm, and Juan are all behind this project with incredible support from Sorba as well. We were able to launch this at the Sorba board meeting down in Birmingham, Alabama. And everybody should put hands together for the $47,000 we've raised so far for that project. So far, this is the highest grossing raffle we've ever done, and we're giving it all away, which is incredible. I can't wait to see how far it goes, and it's certainly a worthy project, and we're psyched to be a part of it. So thank you so much for supporting that. And we're going to be giving that bike away live on stage this Saturday in the reverse drawing with the concrete mixer on stage. So you don't have to be present to win, and we'll pop a link up. It's ambcnox.org/raffle if you want to get in that. Next up on my Fall Fest list is the silent auction. Madeline and Julie and a team of askers have been working through the silent auction. They've got an incredible array of products, services, swag, all sorts of stuff that's going to be in the silent auction. Lucky for you, you don't have to be on site necessarily to win those things. You can set max bids. All that stuff will go live on Wednesday is the plan. So look for that on our social media channels and in your inbox. You'll get an email that explains how you can log in. It's going to be on Handbid again, so it's a easy platform once you log in each year to get in on silent auction fun. One of my favorite opportunities this year is the entire Chair Creek Lodge for, I believe, more than 30 people for a weekend. Full meals, full lodge. Save up your pennies, figure out who's going to go down to the lodge with you. A great backcountry experience here in East Tennessee. The next thing I want to talk about is something, every year our festival gets a little bit bigger. We're estimating around 3,500 to 4,000 people are going to be on site with us this year. In the meeting reminder email, you may have seen a text to sign up update. And for the folks at home, I'm flashing a QR code that you can easily hop on to. But this is going to be a way for you to get information about what's going on for Fall Fest. So essentially, this is just text updates day of that will tell you when and where you need to be certain places, so you won't miss anything day of. You'll get a few reminders here and there. It's also a tool we're using for essentially our on-site safety management. If something happens, we need to reach out to as many people as possible. We can do it through that. But if you text AMBC to 844-789-3480, you're going to get a welcome text. And that's going to have a link straight to a microsite for Fall Fest. So it gives you the site map, it gives you the schedule, it gives you waivers for the whip-off and for shuttles, etc. It gives you access to the silent auction and UT football scores and some other things that you might want on said day. So that's what I got on tech stuff. We will have no politics on the tech stream, nor will we try to buy your home. So that's a bonus. No car warranties, no extended warranties. No. Just we will update the football game. You got it. All vol, Tom. We have multiple TV trailers at Fall Fest for you who want to watch the game. One is set up by Harper Automotive Group, and then another one by Mother Tugwell. So we appreciate all the support we get from both of those entities. Next up on my list, Ani, do you want to talk about the Dirty Bird race? I think that'd be great if you could. Oh! All right, so Ani is coming up to chat about the virtual race that starts 7 a.m. Friday.
Virtual race. Hey, everybody. I'm Ani Roma with Dirty Bird Events. The virtual race takes the place this year of the short track races that have traditionally gone straight through the festival. And so the virtual race this year opens at 7 a.m. on Friday and it closes at 7 p.m. on Saturday. Everybody who competes is eligible to win prizes from AMBC. And those who are the fastest competitors get on podium. Yay. So what it is it's 3 short courses, and they kind of follow the South Loop. There's a section through West Perimeter. There's a section in Sydney Bell area. I can't remember the third one right now because I didn't actually know I was going to be talking. And I've had 2 wonderful drinks from Southside Garage. Thank you all for having us. So it's 3 short courses. You've got from 7 a.m. on Friday until 7 p.m. on Saturday to complete the 3 courses, and everybody's eligible for prizes. It's only a $10 registration. It's pretty manageable. The link is on the AMBC website. There's also posted at each start point, there's a sign that says official start point, and there's a QR code if you haven't registered yet. If you've come across one in the urban wilderness, you can scan the QR code and register right then and there. The added thing that you need is the Race Joy app. And through that app, if you're competing in this event, you can heckle other people when they're on the course. The cool thing about our virtual events is that you can actually see when somebody else has beat your time, so you can go out there and try it again to beat them back. A lot of virtual events are just through Strava, and you just kind of do the best you do and hope for the best. But with ours, you can see how you rank in comparison to others who have competed and who are out there right then, and try to keep going out there and beating them. And so at 7 p.m. on Saturday on the main stage, when all the big fun happens, all the big fun is all weekend, but still, at 7 p.m. on Saturday on the main stage, we will recognize the top finishers. And then in addition to that, we also have the Strider Bike Race at 5 p.m. on Saturday in the festival, and that one is free for the little ones on the Strider bikes. But you still have to register with Dirty Bird Events at our tent at the festival. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, grab another beer. That was a fantastic job. All right, Checkpoint is another great way to engage in the various trails, and Rachel and Dan have done a fantastic job of picking out 20 different checkpoints all across our region for y'all to take a look at and go either take a selfie at or hit your punch pass. It's a great way to tour, number one, various iconic trails in our area. Number 2, new trails that we happen to have built. We've built a number of them this year, especially in Concord, and if you haven't experienced them, you owe it to yourself to do it. Nonetheless, that will go live on Friday evening at 5 p.m. You can swing by the merch tent and pick up a checkpoint. You have until the next AMBC meeting to complete your checkpoints. So a little less than a month to do all your work. You're going to need to hop in the car and travel for some of that. So checkpoint will go live at festival. So make sure to swing by and get one of those. I would be doing a disservice to Mary Beth if I didn't mention the incredible merchandise that she will be revealing come Friday evening. High five, double high five for Mary Beth. There you go. So it's kind of rare. Usually I try to sneak peek a part of the merchandise as it comes into the office. I steal a piece unbeknownst to Mary Beth and wear it to the meeting before. I didn't quite get a chance to do that this year, not because we don't have any merchandise, but I guess I could have stood on our new buckets, which you're all going to want one of, by the way. Not only do you need a bucket around the house, but I'm pretty sure your uncle needs a bucket. So might as well get your uncle one for Christmas. They've got a sweet AMBC logo on them. They've got a really comfortable rope and rubber handle. And they also have a handle on the bottom to make it easy to pour aggregate or liquids out of them. I mean, it's a fantastic bucket. Everybody's going to want one. Next year we're going to do ShamWows, and you'll love those too. But so that's as much of a sneak peek. Well, Marcy, yes, a question from the back. Our buckets are 5 gallons. Okay, perfect for feed. Yes, there we go. All right, we've sold one officially, and Craig T, you better be ready because you're getting one for Christmas. Okay. I'm going to skip over my next agenda item and come back to it here in a minute because that was going to be a visitor that couldn't make it this evening, but we'll talk about that here momentarily. I'm going to bring up a Joyride rep. Who wants to speak for Joyride? Madeline! Woo, woo, woo. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, well. Hey, everybody. I'm Madeline with AMBC Joyride, and we get more women on bikes. So we've got rides and other events like this fun happy hour that happened before this meeting throughout the year. And before this meeting, we were looking at numbers for last year. And so I want to say thank you to every single one of you who has volunteered or come on a ride, because we had over 250 participants this year so far. And we haven't even had our biggest ride of the year yet, which is on Saturday. So that's really incredible. So big thanks to everyone who's volunteered and everyone who's helped plan all these rides, because we've got a great team. So Saturday, we're having a joyride at Fall Fest. It's at 9 a.m. and we've got a ton of different options for what you can do. So if you want to do downhill only, that's an option for you. Or if you're a brand new beginner rider, we've got a ride for you too. So please sign up on the AMBC website, and we always need more volunteers. So please volunteer, and thank you guys for everything you do. And our rides for next year are all planned. So you should have that information soon if you didn't already get it tonight at the happy hour. So thanks.
Thank you. And big round of applause for everything Joyride's doing. Will, come speak for Social Ride, because I believe y'all got some rides planned for this weekend too, do you not? Yes, you do. There you go.
Okay, so we're Social Ride. We have rides out for everybody. This year at Fall Fest, we have rides for every levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Those are 4 miles to 7 miles. We ask that you sign up. I've got a QR code that I'll show in a second. Harper's is also doing a very big ride around urban wilderness. So the first set is we're going to meet at 9:30 by the stage. Harper's will meet at noon. That's going to be the entire urban wilderness loop, like 15 miles. Yeah, that's about it. If you want to volunteer, we always need volunteers, and that's about it.
Okay, great. Those ride links are at fallfest.ambcnox.org as well.
Yeah,
for both Joyride and for Social Ride. And swing by Will's table and scan it if you wish to sign up. Trying to think, there was something else I was going to say there, but it's gone. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, thanks Social Ride for getting that all planned. Is Chris here for AYC? Any updates AYC side? I don't see Chris actually. All right, no Chris this evening. All right. Next month we'll welcome Aspire over. They were going to make it down this evening and just couldn't make it, but you may have noticed online that Aspire Park is now open for business, which is incredible. You may have noticed A, their social media, B, the signage on the interstate. But nonetheless, head up to Clinton, take a look at the trails, the pump track, the jump line. They've got a complete development there, restaurant. It's pretty slick setup up there. Incredible kids playground. I can't wait to get up there with Lewis and enjoy the trails by various builders, including remember a really great trail along the ridge line that Val helped build. Rocky, technical, unlike most trails in our area. I mean, like it's a unique trail. Great setup there. I'm going to finish out tonight with just sort of a recap on what the crew's been doing. Just to give you guys an idea what they've been up to. So they did resurface on all the directional trails at Baker, including Devil's Racetrack with help from our last work party. So thank you so much for coming out for the work party. A ton of work got done there. Wayne got to build a second retaining wall. Wayne's our retaining wall man. Sign him up. He's good to go. I'm going to get you a bucket, sir. Yeah. I'll sell you a bucket. It's a great bucket. The wall. Yeah, the wall looks great too. Both of them. I love. It's a good looking wall. It's a good looking wall. Now, have you seen his Marie Myers wall? Oh, the wall of Marie Myers. Woo. It's good. It's good. We've got all of our work parties up on our website, ambcnox.org, or you're going to have a very convenient packaged way post Fall Fest to maybe digest those things. So make sure to stop by the merch booth. The other thing the crew's been working on, they've been doing a ton of tree work all around. We had, honestly, we got off easy with the storm that came through, but nonetheless, they've been working on that. And obviously, they've spent quite a bit of time on the jump line at Baker Creek. So with that, I'm going to thank you all for coming out this evening. I'm going to see every single one of y'all at Fall Fest. The best day of the year, in my opinion. If you get bored, I'll be sleeping at Baker Creek Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come knock on the van. I'll be there. Yeah. So with that, I will see y'all. I'll see y'all the 4th Monday, which happens to be our meeting night. It is going to be November the 25th at 7 p.m. here at Southside Garage. I do encourage you to make sure to close your bar tabs, to thank them for having us here, and to tip them as you should. And we'll also be giving out our prizes for the checkpoint at the next meeting. So with that, anybody else got anything else that I missed? The room is quiet. Mary Beth, any questions online? All right, we're good to go. Oh, we got. Oh, Rachel says good job. All right, thank you, Rachel. All right, see y'all next month.